Baby Savers South Africa has shared unsettling statistics pointing that 2 of 3 abandoned babies die. The National Coalition says its Gauteng branch will remain open, this despite government declaring it illegal. The Social Development Department shut down Baby Savers, saying the act of dumping a baby is illegal. So let's discuss this more with Baby Savers South Africa's co-founder, Whitney Rosenberg, joins me this morning for this discussion. Whitney, thank you so much for your time. A very warm good morning to you. I think let's start with the Department of Social Development on the 27th of September declaring Baby Savers illegal and therefore ordering their immediate closure. I mean, obviously this has an impact on the work that you do as Baby Savers South Africa. Let's talk about that impact and where you think this order came from.
Thank you so much, Jamelo. So this order was signed on the 4th of October. The reasons cited in the directive are, for example, that child abandonment is a crime, which we as an organization believe will remain a crime. The department has also cited that mothers do not take responsibility for their children. What about fathers' responsibility? And has also cited that that the right to knowledge of origins of children is very important. So these are all the reasons they cited in their directive for declaring that baby savers are illegal.
But give us context in terms of then how Baby Savers actually work, especially from your experience, even nationally.
So Baby Savers South Africa is a national coalition of organizations. We don't receive babies personally, but we are an advisory body for our members that have baby savers installed. Now, a baby saver is a box in a wall of an organization where a mother can anonymously leave her child if she finds herself in a desperate situation in this box. Once a baby is placed inside, an alarm is triggered and immediately care workers go and retrieve that child. So this box can be in a wall of a CYCC, which is a child and youth care center or place of temporary safe care, or alternatively, it can also be independent, meaning it can be a box in a wall where there is no home attached, but that there are first responders that go and attend to these children that are placed in these savers.
Yeah. When a mother comes to, a baby saver and places a baby in a baby box, for example, usually the assumption is that that's their last resort in terms of finding an alternative for their child or their baby. And if statistics are anything to go by, I mean, we may be looking at some of the old, outdated numbers where from 2010 it says at least 3,500 babies had been abandoned. That number, obviously, 13 years later, surely has increased. Is there an alternative behind Baby Savers for mothers if these are some of the concerns that have been cited here by the department, Whitney? I mean, where else then do mothers go in terms of, handing over their baby? Do we find that in the documents?
So, Baby Savers South Africa, we believe that a baby saver is the last resort. It is not the first option, and we never advise a mother to leave her baby in a baby saver. It is there for desperate mothers where pregnancy counseling has either been unavailable or unsuccessful. We know that there's only 37 pregnancy counseling centers around South Africa. So there is a real need. We also see lots of babies being abandoned in the veld, rubbish dustbins, pit latrines and toilets. So we do realize that abandonment is happening and that there is a need for a safe method of relinquishment. And that's where a baby saver comes in. It's a safe method. It's there for mothers who find themselves very desperate. There's many circumstances where mothers come to the home where a baby saver is installed, and care workers will counsel her and assist her. If she needs food, they will give her the necessary food and baby supplies, and she will more than likely leave with her baby. She will not then abandon her baby. So definitely, we believe family preservation is our first goal. And then lastly, when a mother just has no other way, then a baby saver should play a role.
Speaking of family preservation, the directive also issued by the department here raises concerns, Whitney, around the use of baby savers denying the child, they say, of their right to a name, a family, social, cultural, as well as religious identity. I mean, what's your response to this?
Our response is that statistics have shown that out of every 3 children that are abandoned, only 2 are found alive. So those 2 children, only 2 are found dead. 2 are found dead and 1 is found alive. So if a child is found dead, that child has no knowledge of his or her origins. At least if we give the child the chance at life, we can then go and find the family, attempt to find the parents, the mother. But if a child is found dead, there is no knowledge of origins. We believe that first we protect the child's right to life, and then we pursue protecting the child's right to knowledge of origins. But there can be no origins without life.
Just lastly, before I let you go, because the issue around the legality of baby savers also comes into play within this directive by the department. And I know that back in March of 2022, Parliament had received a presentation on the Children's Amendment Bill and the inclusion of the bill, of baby savers. Do we know the status in terms of whether baby savers have been included or whether there has been ongoing engagement regarding baby savers and their legality?
I presented to Parliament in March of last year, and we have had no feedback regarding that. I think a statement was issued that further investigations will be conducted before a provision will be included in the Children's Amendment Bill. I just want to add to Melo that one thing the department has mentioned is their concern that these children are not accounted for.
Right.
Well, we have on numerous occasions stated that all of the children received through a baby saver are accounted for. Our organizations are all vetted. They're registered with the Department of Social Development. Every child received through a baby saver, the information is sent to the claims department through canalization of the Department of Social Development. Each child is assigned to a registered social worker, meaning the social worker works for the Department of Social Development. So all of our children are accounted for. There is no child trafficking. We are performing a function that is much needed in South Africa because, as you stated, 3,500 babies are abandoned annually in our country.